What a shady way to start the podcast. We just started.
We're already getting rowdy. We're a bunch of rowdy boys.
I'm glad you're being open and honest, though. Also, we totally didn't say your name.
Hey everybody. My name is also Jarvis Johnson.
What?
I am very happy to join D'Angelo Wallace on the Sad Boys podcast.
Is that just like the name they give you if you're a cyberbully?
Yes.
Welcome to Sad Boys, a podcast about feelings and other things also. I'm Jarvis.
I'm Jordan, notorious teen heartthrob and entrepreneur, just bringing the big money.
All of that's your entire intro?
Sure, yeah. Did it sound confident?
You were so sure of yourself, man.
Yeah, that's what... Let me know if this voice doesn't work for the rest of the show, but what's up?
Cool, man. Okay, we're joined by a very special guest today, the internet's golden boy, the viral king of YouTube, the slayer of the holy trinity of drama,
the most powerful cyberbully,
the most powerful cyberbully, Jake Paul's of the world. They hate him. 4 out of 5 doctors agree. It's D'Angelo Wallace.
I'm here to end Jarvis Johnson's career. I found out he was problematic.
I have to get on your good side so that you don't cancel me. It's going to be like August 12th, 1922.
1922.
The moment Jarvis Johnson's career ended.
The year 1922. And I don't know who Jarvis Johnson is, but his career is over.
What a shady way to start the podcast. We just started.
We're already getting rowdy. We're a bunch of rowdy boys.
I'm glad you're being open and honest, though. Also, we totally didn't say your name.
We did.
Hey everybody. My name is also
Yes.
Jarvis Johnson, and I am very happy to join D'Angelo Wallace on the Sad Boys podcast.
Is that just like the name they give you if you're a cyberbully?
I
Yes.
think that this happened because someone DM'd me yesterday saying, what if your name was Johnson Jarvis? And it was something I had never considered before. And I believe that D'Angelo stole my name.
As I recall, you called me weeping,
scary.
saying, now I've been cyberbullied and I regret all that shit I said about my personal actual best friend, Shane Dawson.
Oh, man. Welcome to the Shane Cast, a podcast about Shane Dawson and only Shane Dawson. What is everyone's opinions about... Now, I'm not even going to go... I'm not even going to venture into that area.
I haven't been keeping up with the news for a few weeks, but I still love the guy and I enjoy his work.
Don't tell me Shenanigans merch is discontinued. I was trying to get ahead of Halloween. So... we've brought D'Angelo on today to just join us through a flurry of nonsense and hijinks couched with emotional vulnerability and just talking about life and stuff. And to get that show on the road, D'Angelo, how has your week been? It's a Wednesday? Is that what day it is? Time is no longer relevant.
It's Wednesday somewhere. Actually, my week has been pretty fine. I've mostly been editing. Actually, not mostly. I'm lying. I've been only editing, eating and sleeping.
Yeah. Oh, yes.
You know how it is.
From project to project, it differs. But when you are working on a video, do you find that you're often like throwing caution to the wind about every other aspect of your life while the edit is in progress?
Oh, yeah. Do you see this beautiful setup? Actually, with we have this fake plant right here, my guitar over here. This is the only clean area of my room.
Oh, yeah.
I've been editing, so... everything else is a mess. I'm looking at Amazon boxes. I'm looking at, I think my license plate is on my bed for some reason. So the answer to your question is yes.
You don't know why it's on your bed.
No.
Okay. That feels like there's a story or maybe some follow-up questions, but clearly you're not ready to talk about it.
No, it's like, that's my video. That's my next video.
Oh shit, I forgot.
Right?
You sent us the email before the show. It's like if there's one thing not to talk about, it is my license plate. What are the numbers? What is your license?
In order, actually. What are the numbers? And your mother's maiden name,
Yeah.
I think, is the other piece of information I need.
I don't know. I know my social security number.
Actually,
fire away.
No,
Sure.
thanks.
Come actually get it.
Don't need that.
Now back to this CAPTCHA. I very much relate to that. I even moved, I think that any YouTuber that you watch, whatever's in frame is the only clean part of their filming area, because in our Skype call, it looks far worse than it does on stream for me, because on the stream gets to see a nice little frame, hopefully. And what Jordan and D'Angelo see is I don't know, some mess, disorder,
some nasty work.
Disarray.
I genuinely don't want to have my green screen up right now. There's no real reason. It kind of looks a bit garish. Here's my fear. I take it away and there's just like my license plate or something. I do not know what is behind that green screen right now.
You do not know what's in frame. Your license plate to a wall.
Yeah, I want to remember what it is.
It's like, oh gosh, it's not my framed social security.
Again, you know, when you go to a party and somebody's like, yo, what do you do? And you're like, oh, you know, I'm a content creator, I make podcasts and stuff. And they're like, that's sick, man. What's your license plate, bro? And then you just stood there like oh, I don't know. And then all of a sudden they go off, they talk to Cody Ko instead. You're like,
damn.
fuck.
Got him.
That was your chance.
Jordan,
shit, dude.
how's your week?
It's good. I'm coming at you from the actual surface of the sun. I can't stop sweating. My face is liquid at this point. The UK was like, gotcha. We're actually going to be really hot. We gotcha.
That's not normal, right?
It's
like, I've heard that the sun is not really, doesn't really favor your side of the world.
It was like at best a nifty 50 for the last several months, and then quick switch to a nifty 80, a Haiti 80, if you will. Haiti 88. But yeah,
88 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, the only real temperature, D'Angelo.
Don't come to Texas. It's been over 100 degrees here, like for the past.
I know, but that's why I won't go again.
That's like precisely why
you betrayed
I grew
me.
up in Florida. And I knew from a very early age that I would leave Florida and never return because I think I had one Florida summer and I was like, this is too much humidity for me. I sweat far too easily.
For whatever reason, every low rent-ish con happens there. Like we went to a playlist there. We went to PodCon there. I've been to a couple podcast festivals there. No, PodCon was Seattle.
Are you talking about Texas?
PodCon was sick. Talking about Florida.
Florida. Oh dear.
Orlando takes in a lot of these places. And when I was at Podcast Movement, beginning of last year-ish, we landed, I inhaled all of the humidity, you know, what I was used to from previous visits. And then we went to some like big ass outdoor semi-Disney associated mall. And at one point I was just like, I wish I had always been dead.
Oh.
Like not even that I would die.
Like that you never were birthed in the first place.
Just the void from day dot. Like I had no interest in having ever existed. My carbon footprint was a waste at this point. How though? How do people though, you know?
I was just in like Palm Springs area and it was 111 degrees and I couldn't deal.
You passed.
But there was a pool, a very small pool, and I found some relaxation.
As a bathtub, my dude.
If that's the case, if that's what you guys are freaking out about, just listen to this, okay? Hold on.
Okay.
Listen to the heat.
He's putting us in our place.
His phone's on fire.
No, I'm putting you in the place you don't want to be. Do not come to Texas. So if we take a handy dandy look at our weather forecast.
Oh, fantastic.
10-day weather forecast. Okay, so we're getting this straight from weather.com. So we have 103 degrees, 103 degrees, 103 degrees, 99, 98, 98, 97, 96, 96, 95, 94, 95.
It's cooling down and you're complaining about it.
It's getting a little cooler.
Yeah, what are you doing?
Very nice.
Pretty good report card grades. That would be
that would be fantastic, actually.
Not too bad. That's your credit score though, right?
Imagine.
Add all those numbers together and it's my credit score.
If that's your credit score, they just don't need money from you anymore.
Yeah.
You can like go to Target and just like, can I have this furniture? And like, whatever.
My credit score actually dropped the other week.
Oh no.
Oh no.
Yeah. I didn't do anything. I was looking for a house and nobody told me, hey, even the act of looking for a house is going to lower your credit score. And then it did.
There's
having the audacity to try and build a life.
If you even like, if Instagram hears you say house or whatever, it's like your credit score goes down and you start getting ads for it.
Yeah, instantly cucked by the desire. But yeah, decent week. Editing arcs a fucking ton. Just finished scoring one of the episodes, the D&D show. And nice. I think I'm almost done. Like, once I'm done, this is basically the bottleneck to everything else. It's full sound design and scoring and stuff, and it's finally done. I think scoring, I have to clean some stuff up. And right now, that's the bottleneck to more Satboys stuff, more streaming stuff, more YouTube potential stuff.
Yeah, we gotta get Jordan on YouTube. D'Angelo's got 2 channels, Jordan. You have how many?
I'll share.
Imagine.
Yeah.
Imagine having fewer than 2 channels.
I just can't.
I will say, I have one channel with the 10,000 most patient subscribers on the planet.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Shout outs to them.
What's the name of your D&D podcast? I've actually never heard of it.
Arcs, ARCS. It's a show, and you can't deny that.
It's very good. Jordan's he's very humble. It's a very well-produced Dungeons and Dragons podcast. It's been written up about, and people talk about how good it is and stuff. It's very good. Jordan works very hard on it. He's a very talented man. And boy, yes. And he composes a lot of the music for it. Doesn't talk about that much.
Now I'm definitely going to check it out.
Got to pimp out the man, the myth, the legend. But you didn't hear it from me. My week is good. I went for a couple of days to Palm Springs for Sadie, my girlfriend's sister's birthday. So it was like a little bit of a family trip. Hanging out in the pool once again, 111 degrees. Not my cup of tea. Played a little board games, watched a little movie, watched Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, kind of by accident. Yeah, it was the first time I saw it.
By accident.
Yeah, well, because
that's quite a movie to watch by accident.
I know, right? Well, we walked into her sister's room, and they had just started the movie, and then we were like, I guess we are going to watch this now. And apparently, and I was, I thought it was incredible. I thought it was a great film.
Yeah, it's spectacular.
Also, I didn't know that Michel Gondry or whatever was the director. Mm-hmm. And isn't he the guy from all those YouTube videos in like 2007 that were like optical illusions and shit?
Yeah, I believe he also did unless I'm mixing him up, I believe he did the Fatboy Slim video where everything is like the visuals of the video is riding on a train and like a house or like a telephone rail appears to represent the beat.
Oh.
Or like, I think maybe that was Michel Gondry. I think he's also done like a Radiohead music video. Yeah, big boy.
All right.
What an absolute unit. Jim Carrey's best performance, not accounting for Sonic, obviously.
Of course.
Jordan, you had a bit that you wanted to do.
Yeah. You know how I script out all of our improv?
So what a lot of people don't know
is that the email you guys sent
me? It was a full...
Yes.
It was a full script. This is an entirely scripted podcast. A lot of people don't know
You've been going, I'll be honest, mate, you've been going a little bit fucking rogue.
I know. Yeah, a little bit off book. Someone clearly...
Well, the email was handwritten and it was a bit incomprehensible, so I just
It's Jordan's internet. Yeah. It's Jordan's internet. He just can't... He figured he would use the post while it still exists.
I did ask there also for your license plate. I don't know if you're playing hard to get on this shit or what's going on, but...
I'll do it at the end, license plate reveal, so you have to watch to the end.
Yeah, wow. See, this is a true entrepreneur, knows exactly
face reveal, but the face is the front of your car. I have found a quiz to determine, because I know you're both curious up and coming YouTubers with no idea what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Quite.
But I have a quiz, a BuzzFeed quiz on which YouTuber you are.
Oh.
Yeah,
okay.
I think I'll put some money on both of you being Shane. I don't think that's crazy.
Well, clearly.
It's weird. Author S. Dawson. That's a little suspect.
Yeah, interesting. I did, when I called Jarvis earlier to set up, I was wearing blackface. Anyway, let's move on. And not a joke.
He was. He's not joking. Wait, hold on. Just real quick. I do need to point out, Jordan was in blackface when I FaceTimed him before this podcast. Sure. And I was like, is this... a bit?
It was a charcoal face mask because I knew D'Angelo was coming on, and D'Angelo
allegedly.
D'Angelo invented the drip, so I wanted to make sure I was bringing at least a portion of the drip.
Right.
Hello.
Popped my little charcoal face mask on, and the thing is, I didn't know there was like a history to this whole thing. About it's not my fault. It.
So, are you saying you're not in blackface right now? You're like actually.
It's not just blackface because it includes the neck as well.
It's really gone full method.
Yeah, everything right under this t-shirt. Oh, white as the moon.
Oh my gosh.
Wait, does this mean Jarvis is black since you guys are like twins?
Well, so people do kind of ask. I think Jordan and I together are one black person and one white person.
Yeah. You should say 50% of the time everything is really easy.
Right. Yeah, that's great. Yeah. That would actually maybe be better.
Genuinely.
If it wasn't like, if there weren't all those racist rules about like one drop of color and shit.
Yeah.
Then it would be, I would have gotten followed in far fewer grocery stores.
Oh my Lord. So yeah, I have a quiz for you to figure out your race. I have a quiz for you to figure out which YouTuber you are. Now this is from March 2019. So there is a possibility that one of them is Shane Dawson. We'll see what happens.
Oh no!
But I thought we could run through. You could each give me your respective answers, and then we'll talk about what you've done.
I know we're not supposed to be looking at Twitch, but I just have to highlight this comment. Who is the girl or guy? I'm so sorry if I offended. It's hard being this pretty. It's literally difficult living my life looking like this.
I know. Sorry for the drip, I guess.
My question is like, where did you come from? Like, it's like, if you only
we don't know
me.
why I'm on this podcast.
Or maybe I'm the girl. I don't know.
That's true. Yeah.
True. Why did I assume? That's really rough. On my part.
I'll also
they just start
mention,
like, who's the white chick? Like, who's the white chick?
that's all of the Wayans. Actually,
yes.
A lot of people are saying D'Angelo's gorgeous. D'Angelo's beautiful. These are all true. Too beautiful. No such thing. Sad Boys does not acknowledge the gender binary. That is also true. We are all boys with a Z here. And some people earlier were like, talk more about D'Angelo. And it's like, we'll get to it. All right. No,
we're about to find out which YouTuber he is.
Yeah, let's do that.
Just relax.
Hold the fucking phone, all right, Mom?
Please.
Like, I told you not to write in the Twitch chat. You know how it upsets me while I'm
Put down
live
the phone,
with my
Mom.
friends.
That's why I'm so laggy, because we have landline.
She always calls me and it's just like, tell me more about D'Angelo. And I'm like, I've achieved things in my life. I have a college degree. Aren't you proud of me? And she's
That's
like,
just the effect I have on people.
like,
I'm so sorry.
where is your second YouTube channel? And it's like, I have 5 of them, but I only post on 1.
And then she says, as I recall, she says something along the lines of, yeah, but do you have the drip? Is that fair to say?
Yeah.
Drip free since 93.
D'Angelo will be leading a workshop about the drip a little bit later on in the show. And I hope we all like stick around to the end for that. Jordan, hit us with this quiz. Are you going to be doing the quiz for both of us?
Yes, I have 2 different tabs.
Wow, a professional.
Sorry, dude.
Damn.
I'm kind of epic like that.
All right. Okay, hit us with these questions.
Let's go D'Angelo first, because he matters more.
Yeah.
D'Angelo, pick something to do in your free time. Makeup, working out, shopping, singing, eating, editing pics on social media. And they note that on that specific photo, the image is from Getty Images. I don't know why that wasn't for all of them.
Wow. It's funny because I don't enjoy anything you just said. But out of all of them, I guess the most one would be editing pictures.
I think that's fair.
Allegedly.
Have you ever done it? I thought you were au natural.
No, that's actually why I have such clear skin, is because I've never actually gotten rid of my acne or tried to hide it on social media. If I did, then when I show up on camera, everyone's going to be like,
yeah,
whoa.
That's some galaxy brain shit, yeah. That's why I always look like complete shit.
Yeah,
I'm like trying to set a standard of sorts.
I can say that Jordan and I have decent skin by black don't crack rules, and only that, because I don't think either of us take the care of ourselves that we should.
What are you talking about? So I did blackface specifically for my skin.
Okay.
I can finally come forward and say that the reason my skin is so clear is because I'm black. I've never admitted it up until this moment because I feel like I had to have some witnesses here so people didn't just think I was making stuff up.
It's a thing. Yeah. It's a thing.
It's a literal thing. I'm sorry.
It's like, this is our one privilege, all right? Let the melanated people have this.
I'd say in me and Jarvis's case too, it's the top half that is acne free. And then the 50%
from
is...
you haven't seen, like, just never look at my knees. That's all I'm saying.
That's actually where all of it is.
it's all.
If you can believe it.
Those kind of disturbing.
Those aren't knee pads. That's all I've got to say.
Jarvis.
Yes.
Do you like makeup, working out, shopping, singing, eating, or editing pics on social media?
Singing. That's the thing I'm always doing. Dude. In my free time alone.
D'Angelo, what do people think? Do they think you're crazy, funny, brilliant, or rude? Or kind or annoying?
Kind of all of them, and I'm not even kidding. But I guess we should put... You said funny?
I mean, I appreciate that you probably think you're...
No, I have to be fun. They told me I was funny.
Yeah, sure. I mean, we can say it if you want us to confirm that on the podcast.
I'm allegedly funny.
Allegedly funny.
We do have to make sure that we're not slandering anyone here.
There's one that says liar, so I'm just going to put liar.
Liar.
Funny. There we go.
The secret 7th option.
Jarvis, what's your fucking deal?
The answers were like, am I...
Crazy, funny, brilliant, rude, kind, annoying.
I'm going to go with funny. Sorry, everyone.
Isn't it annoying being this funny?
I know. I read a YouTube
perfect
comment.
Skin, perfect bits.
I read a YouTube comment today that told me I wasn't funny, so I'm actually not sure. But
oh, shit, wait. Dude, I apologize.
Yeah.
Relax.
They watch Jake Paul confirm.
Yeah.
That's just what I assume about every... No, I'm just kidding.
I think statistically it's not a terrible chance. I don't think they probably watch much of him right now.
Nice. Bars.
Pick an anthem, speaking of bars.
Pick an anthem.
Interesting selection, yeah. 7 Rings, This is D'Angelo. This is for D'Angelo. So Jarvis didn't say a word.
Okay.
Sweet But Psycho by Ava Max. Sicko Mode by a little artist called Travis Scott. Or Sunflower from the Into the Spider-Verse soundtrack with Post Malone and Sway Lee.
I'm going to have to go with Sunflower.
Raw. Love that. Jarvis?
I've got to go with Seven Rings. I really love that Ariana
Fancy.
Grande album. It's so good.
It's pretty spectacular.
It is.
Yeah.
Didn't we both at separate times like fall asleep to it? Am I remembering that correctly?
But you were watching me fall asleep to that.
Yes.
I thought I was in private. Okay, it's fine. Okay.
I thought you looked like you're having a good time. What about, and you? Yeah,
the 24-hour Jarvis live stream.
Yeah, that's not.
You wouldn't get no viewers. I'll say that much. It wouldn't be nothing.
Yeah, that's true. Someone would watch it.
You.
I think. Actually,
what the fuck?
Okay.
Holy shit! This one's bang on. D'Angelo, somebody's making fun of you, or just even talking about you, but probably making fun of you. You know, just obviously.
Naturally.
Would you ignore them, confront them, subtweet them, make a video about them, expose them, or plan revenge? They're not really mutually exclusive. It's kind of a workflow.
Yeah.
Thank you, because I could include this in a video while subtweeting, but also ignoring them publicly, so where only they know that I'm responding.
Ignore them on Instagram, attack them on Twitter, deny them on Venmo.
Right. Dox them. I'm going to go with...
Dox them on Venmo.
I'm going to go with subtweet. I'm a notorious subtweeter.
Ooh, spicy. JJ?
Can you run me through the options again? Because there are a lot of choices in these multiple choice questions.
I know. I thought it was going to be 4.
Yeah,
we can't count that.
Yeah, my memory only had room for 4, and then when there was a 5th one, I forgot every other answer.
To ignore them, confront them, subtweet them, make a video about them, expose them, or plan revenge.
If this is, and what do they do to me?
They were talking about you. It doesn't even say negative.
I would probably ignore it. Is that one of the options?
Yeah, ignore them as the first one.
Okay,
they complimented you.
It said that was the right answer.
Yeah.
The right answer.
Pick a YouTube reaction clip. I guess I'll have to describe them. One is, oh no, I'm exposing myself as a boomer. What is her name? One is James Charles, I'll say that much. One of them is a guy with a beard. One of them is Liza Koshy. And one of them is that white lady that does makeup things and shouts.
Okay. Like,
but literally, which
makeup
one?
things and shouts, but which one?
Oh, you know, the big, the one.
Let me just look at what's the quiz called. What's the quiz called?
The quiz is called answer 9 questions, and we'll make you a YouTube or whatever.
Jordan is like, don't go because you're gonna find out.
I know. I'm trying to expose. Answer 9 questions, and we'll tell you which YouTuber you are. Okay.
Fuck up, dude.
So, I'm here. Pick an anthem. Someone is talking about you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's.
Paytas.
It's Trisha Paytas.
Oh, Trisha Paytas.
Yeah.
Paytas, Charles, Koshy, and a guy.
It's funny.
Who's the guy?
I know this face.
I feel like I would know. Let me see.
Yeah, you gotta pull it up too.
Let's
we're all looking it up.
Oh, that's Manny MUA.
Yes.
Huh. I don't know that.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. You know, so when you get to the top like me, it's hard to remember the little people.
Yeah,
I know.
No,
I'm just like,
it's a problem.
He only has like a couple million subscribers.
Yeah, it's a problem that
really embarrassing.
D'Angelo has it twice.
Do you have any idea who my dad is?
Like, yeah.
Come on. I'm actually seeking him if you happen to.
Okay, so now that we're looking at it, my reaction pick is gonna be this Liza Koshy.
Yeah,
Liza's like making this like.
Oh yeah, she being nasty just like you.
Yeah.
Pop smoke.
Yeah.
What are you feeling? Yeah, I believe this picture is on the new XXL.
As it should be. I'll put James Charles because he looks really shady in this picture.
He's up to something.
Yeah, he's plotting something.
Pick a Stan word.
Okay.
Wig.
Okay.
Sk.
Real quick. This next question is pick a Stan word, and I feel like their definition of Stan word is like pick a co-opted word from Black culture that white teens have appropriated.
Have you ever been interested in stealing from Black or trans culture? Well, this is the quiz for you.
It's like been new.
We've been new. Stan Twitter.
I dash
Skinny
is not
T.
Stan Twitter.
Y'all got me messed up.
I know, right?
Oh yeah, that's in here.
Let's see. Pick an appropriated word. T. No, I'm just kidding. No, don't pick T. I'm going to go with we've been new.
Oh.
We've been new, yeah.
I'm going to go with I...
You what?
Exactly.
Yeah, you're right. You got me on that one. I would have also accepted skinny, but apparently that's the correct
also,
answer.
Wait, is T...
Skinny
it's
legend.
funny because T is a stand word because of, the tea, but also a stand word because my tea's gone cold. I'm wondering why.
Oh, fuck. It's a Dido of sorts.
It's a word from the song Stand by Eminem. Boom.
Oh my God, you're right.
Sad,
what is that?
Sad Boys. There's also a map on the back of the Declaration of Independence. Sad Boys is really getting to the bottom of things.
Jarvis, do you love it or hate it? Say I hate it, but love it. When I'm not involved, yes. After, that's it. Those are the only two options.
Do you like drama?
Do you love it? Hate it?
What would you rate it?
But love it.
Sorry.
What would you rate it? You're the best. You're the best.
Wait, D'Angelo, what's your answer to do you like drama?
I'm going to say when I'm not involved. I greatly enjoy talking about it and not being in the center of it.
That is.
I think I'm probably in the say I hate it, but I love it camp because I definitely consume drama and I don't like to even talk about it because I try to rise above. I attempt to rise above the drama and talk about the grander themes that are at play, but it's a guilty pleasure for sure.
But I mean, you love the skinny tea, WBK, right?
Oh,
Period. We've been new.
We've been new.
Would you say that, in any way?
Right. I would.
Gagging.
After a scandal, make a video explaining yourself. Now, that could have been any of the 4 last pictures. 3, I don't know about that guy, maybe not. Ugh. Make a video explaining yourself, apologize, do nothing, briefly address it, and then let it die down.
What is a scandal of which you speak? I don't really...
I think we both know, bud.
Okay, it's the breast milk
That's why D'Angelo's on the show today.
It's definitely the breast milk thing. Okay.
I said I was here to end your career.
It's true. It's true. We find out that you were the one behind Jarvis is addicted to breast milk or whatever the fuck that video is called.
I wrote that script.
I mean, I'm just surprised that a
Thanks
human
for the content,
wrote it.
I guess.
Yeah.
I would make a video explaining myself. But at the same time, I would also make a video explaining myself, apologize, briefly address it, and let it die. So I don't know why these are segmented.
Yeah.
I guess the largest thing is I would make a video explaining myself.
Yeah, it's like the thing that's missing here is is it a valid scandal? Is the scandal based on real transgressions of mine? Also, I'm triggered. Jordan, there's a banner ad for Patreon, our former employer here. I feel like I'm being followed.
That's it. That's the scandal.
Yeah.
Okay, Jarvis, where you at?
I'd probably make a video explaining myself.
Okay. Can I get a drum roll, please? And do it in perfect sync. D'Angelo, let me congratulate you because you got the least controversial YouTuber, James Charles.
Oh.
You're hardworking, meticulous, and super funny. You care about your friends and your loyalty is unmatched, and this was made in March of 2019. Why does it say that? That's weird.
But I heard Jeffree Star has a video on his phone or something. I don't know. What the...
Oh, shit.
It's you better watch out.
Okay, and Jarvis...
So I got James Charles. Wait, can I get the 20 million subscribers?
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
There's a link at the bottom, but it's tied to my iPad, so I think I have to
you're getting...
Dang.
Wow.
It'd be like that sometimes.
That's true.
Yeah, I hope they're patient.
Don't you hate it when someone else gets all the subscribers that you deserve?
Yeah.
Yes.
Jarvis.
Yo.
Drum roll, please, and do make it directly in sync.
Make it in sync like that?
Yes, and do the whole thing. You said that the thing you enjoy is singing. Don't lie.
I could do the choreography at another time. We'll talk about this later. Tell me what YouTuber I am, damn it.
We are complete. If you want to be a YouTuber, now's the time.
Wait, what?
Huh. Sorry, I'm reading your...
That's it. You're just not a YouTuber.
Oh, no.
You didn't get a result.
Hey, you're an up-and-coming YouTuber who hasn't started yet.
They're just delete your YouTube channel.
Apparently.
You got kind of an interesting...
It's Shane
kind of an
Dawson.
interesting result.
Oh, okay.
No, but just bear in mind, we're just doing this for fun, so this doesn't really mean anything.
Okay, I'm emotionally preparing myself.
I don't know, and maybe they're kidding. I don't know. It's just... It's not like many... Okay, and this is verbatim, so
Okay.
Don't get mad at me, I guess.
Lay it on me.
sorry, but unfortunately you are Jarvis Johnson.
No.
Who?
No.
That's
who
Mike
is
Jones.
That's right. The notorious gotcha journalist and coward cyberbully who got his CS deployment from a store brand box of Cap'n Crunch. Oops, all dipshit.
Damn. Wow.
It seems.
But like, who is that?
And again, I don't know. Yeah, who is it? A and B. Oh, and TLDR. TLDR. You a bitch. Make more tech videos.
Damn, this guy, whoever wrote this, really has it out for this unknown up and coming YouTuber.
P.S. Jordan's,
Imagine
Jordan's
switching
taller.
your content away from tech videos to
I
commentary.
can't imagine it.
Can you imagine why would you change your content towards something you enjoy doing more?
It's something I consider every day. But unlike that coward, I make something I don't want to make for the views.
It reminds me of this guy who used to be an art channel, but he switched to commentary. It was like blatant cash grab.
Yeah, wait, can we talk about this? Because okay, first of all, who did
yourself.
I actually get? Who did I?
You got Liza.
Oh.
Congrats.
That's not bad.
Yeah.
That's not bad at all. You're a movie star.
I know. I'm hanging out with Will Smith on a yacht.
Oh yeah, she does do that. She's actually actual.
Yeah, she's
That's
actual
one of her
famous
hobbies,
now.
right?
Wait, real quick. Also, sorry, I keep getting sidetracked, but did you guys hear that The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air is being rebooted as a drama?
Yes, actually,
What?
I have something to say about that.
Okay, wait. I'll give the background. real
Go
quick.
off, D'Angelo.
Real quick, I'll give the background that there was
Yeah.
a trailer, like a 4-minute trailer called Bel Air in 2019 that was fan made essentially, but it was
I remember that.
It was all actors, there were no resources from the original Fresh Prince, but they just reimagined the show and the characters and the setting as a drama, and it's quite compelling, I think. The trailer, and so then
they lean into the drama about like the reason he had to go to Bel Air, from what I remember.
Right, like he got a he was playing basketball court at the ball.
Yeah.
He
played sports, obviously.
as one does. Outside of the school,
Welcome to
a couple of
Jockcast.
guys were up to no good, started making trouble in the neighborhood, and then he got caught with a gun, and then his mom got scared and said, "You're moving in with your auntie and your uncle in Bel Air." It's essentially the theme song.
That rhymed.
Yeah, I know. I all freestyle
that was sick, bro.
off the top of the dome with a popular poem. Forget a team, I can stop you alone. I'm Marshall Mathers. These are lines from I think 8 Mile. I don't know.
Sorry. Nobody knows.
Anyway, okay. What's the hot take? What's the hot goss?
So I was just reading the Twitter moment that is getting picked up as a drama, and I saw a bunch of people complaining and saying they had better not put any social issues in this new Fresh Prince. And I was like, they had better not do what?
Well, I mean,
have
it
you
makes
ever
sense.
watched a single
How
episode
the
of
fuck
the
do you
original?
stepping stone around that?
What? Yeah. What does?
Are we
what does
talking
that
about the
show-
same Fresh Prince?
Yeah, it's like if we could just take out all
Clearly,
of
these
the
people.
social issues, like being
Right.
in society whatsoever.
Right. Well, no, because every episode. No, they had a point because every episode of the original show is just the Carlton. For
It is,
30
yeah, no,
minutes.
and then
like the dance,
And then Will being like Carlton, and then Carlton being like, "That's me."
right. There's nothing in there about class
No,
or society
not at all.
or race.
Not at all.
Certainly not
was
about
just-
relationships with an abandoning father. Or
It was like,
anything along
these
those lines.
rich black
No.
people are crazy. Good thing racism is over, and then the credits play.
Right.
Whatever.
Such a wacky
Such a
show.
wacky show.
So yeah, no, they're gonna ruin the Fresh Prince by speaking. Apparently,
It's like, it's the gritty reboot where they go outside of the mansion.
Yeah, it's the gritty reboot where they're able to reduce the talking about social issues. They went for gritty so that it was not, like the real world, weightless and
Oh
fun.
my gosh. No, also it's based on a trailer where social issues are the through line, I believe, of the entire thing, right? Like
literally.
and so the entire premise of the show is like rooted in social issues. I just can't believe that's a real take, but I'm not surprised.
Not at all.
And thank you
I
for
hate
sharing
it
your
here,
take.
basically.
Yeah.
Oh no problem.
That's incredible.
That's very brave.
All right, I'm sorry I got sidetracked, but because I was going to ask, like, what has the experience been like, both from, so you had your main channel, and I don't know fully the timeline, but my understanding is you had your art channel, and then you started the second commentary channel. And were you posting like daily at a certain point, or what was?
Right.
Yeah.
So basically, a short timeline of this is I think a year ago or over a year ago, a year and a half ago, actually. I don't know how numbers work, but some period of time ago, yes, I was an art channel, but I actually just did a hard switch to commentary because I just would rather have made commentary content at that time.
Yeah, I can't relate.
And so I've actually been doing the commentary thing for, I think, a full year now.
Oh, wow.
But 6 months ago, I started my second channel and so I started uploading daily on that second channel, which was insane, by the way, because I was editing and writing all those videos by myself. It was very unhealthy, but
I did 1 week of videos where I did daily videos where I was writing the scripts in the morning, and I could only do I couldn't do commentary like that by any means because all my commentary videos take for fucking ever.
Yeah, it was a mess, honestly, and I got burned out. And then also, speaking of the drama, I actually did wind up in my own drama, like right towards when I was starting to get burned out. So I took like a 2-month break, and then I just put like one video in the middle, but then that video kind of blew up, which is a little crazy. So then I come back from my break, and then it seems like the reason it's really funny because I had uploaded a 40-minute video because I was like, I'm going to be gone for 2 months. Maybe I'll just put out something really nice and long.
Yeah.
And then basically and I enjoyed working on the 40-minute video more than I enjoyed doing like 10-minute videos because I got to say everything.
Yeah.
So then basically my analytics were like, hey, you should probably only upload 40-minute videes from now on because we really enjoyed the fact that this video is 40 minutes. And I was like,
yeah, dude.
I got you. So yeah, I came back with the new longer videos, which are actually more fun because I get to put like more content into them. I get to look at things from multiple sides.
Right.
And that's basically where we wound up today.
That's an amazing story and inspiring, and I relate to many pieces of that.
I'd imagine.
Well, one little nitpick I have about YouTube analytics, and this is something that, I've told YouTube to their face, but like the fact that if you make a long video, YouTube, if you make 10-minute videos, like someone can only watch that video for 10 minutes. But if you make a 20-minute video, then like on average, maybe someone watches it for like 9 or 10 minutes. And then YouTube is like, holy fuck. People are watching your video for like 10 minutes. That is so much higher than your other videos. Do you know that? Do you know before people were only watching for 5 minutes and now they're watching for 10 minutes? Whatever the fuck you're doing, keep doing that shit. And it's like, hold on. These videos are just long. Are you saying like if I made an hour-long video, they'd be like, oh, this is pretty crazy. Like people are watching your videos for like 30 minutes. And it's obviously it doesn't work like that. And there is a kind of a sweet spot for your audience. And you've got to find what works for you. But YouTube analytics leave a lot to be desired, but they have come a long way. They have come a long way. So I have to give them their due. What was it like to make the hard switch? What were the initial reactions? Because I'm curious. I can tell you what my attempted hard switch was like, and then, but yeah, I'm curious about that.
Okay, well, actually, just to ensure that everyone got the point, I came back with weekly uploads, so I wasn't just like putting out a video to test the waters. I was on a small break and I was like, I'm just going to come back and consistently upload commentary videos, and I'm literally never going to address the fact that I was ever an art channel ever. At least not for a long enough period of time. So yeah, when I came back at first, no one really said anything because I had been gone for a little while, so everyone was just like glad I was there. But then I uploaded the second video in the second week in a row, and they're like, this isn't an art video. And I was getting comments like, remember when this was an art channel? Because I think people thought I was just putting up a couple videos. Yeah. But then let's fast forward a couple months into it when it had been weeks. Like my whole comment section was just like, remember when this used to be an art channel? And I was just internally like, don't address it. Don't address it on camera. Don't address it. Otherwise it's going to turn into a thing. Yeah. And so yeah, basically I just got a majority comment section saying, remember when this was an art channel? But I was pleasantly surprised because the vast majority of my audience actually stuck with
That's really cool.
Because I was a little terrified. Yeah, I had one red sub day, which was like, dang, I guess this was inevitable. But that was legit it. I only lost subscribers on like, it's pretty much the day I had come back.
Yeah.
And since then, yeah, people pretty much stuck with it.
Do you know if there was like a big shift in the who?
No, I don't think there was. I didn't necessarily notice my demographics changing too much. Or if they did, they just changed to like a different subset of very similar people.
Right. That's amazing. I think it's like, it speaks to like what kind of brand you were able to build, because like a lot of creators try to pivot and do different things, and the audience isn't always on board for it. And I think that it's a big point of like fear for a lot of people, like, because they feel trapped in their, you know, whatever they became big for, right? And I think it's on us because the analytics are never going to tell you to switch. Like for, at least for most creators, you're going to take a hit to your analytics in one way or the other, unless you kind of mask it with like longer videos or whatever. But like the fact that like YouTube takes a second, like the algorithm takes a second to figure out what's going on, because it recommends, it's like, if like for me, it wasn't even that I was a tech channel. It's that 50% of my videos were related to my life in the tech industry. And those videos were the videos that got views, because whenever I would do something that wasn't that, the people were not on board. And that was indicative to me of an audience that I didn't want to continue building, because it didn't feel like an audience that was there for me. It felt like they were there for like the value exchange. I wasn't trying to make my hobby helping people get a job at Google or whatever.
I'm going to assume that there's quite a few people in the chat that are kind of in the how and the why space. And I know, like, who fucking knows, right? There's way too many factors at play. But as far as like being a wild boy and putting out consistent stuff, what's the tip there? What's the hot take? What's the tea, in fact?
For putting out consistent stuff?
I mean, yeah, start at the daily thing and why that was a fucking nightmare, but also just...
Yes, uploading daily is a terrible idea, because if you care about maintaining a certain level of quality, you're simply not going to be able to do it. So you're either going to cry every day because your videos are now not as good as they used to be, or you're going to cry every day because you didn't sleep last night because you just spent every waking moment doing it. I really had to ask myself, like, what trade-off do I want? Because people were still watching the videos. I don't think I was uploading bad videos, but I wanted to do more than I was capable. Like, every single time I would work longer on a video and then wind up missing a day, I started feeling guilty. And that's when I realized, wow, I really have to let this go.
It's so tough. And I don't think that like we have a lot of like creators have a lot of resources in terms of like what is healthy, because we are only accountable to the audience and the algorithm.
Is there like insecurity coming in with the blow up and the glow up? Is there anything about more eyes being on you transfer to like more stress being on you?
Yeah. I mean, I guess I have my moments where I'm like, oh, wow, more than one person is now watching me. So I might disappoint all of them. But then again, I just remember, well, it's probably not going to happen just because I don't think I'm a terrible person. So like, I just wake up every day and try to live my life as somebody who is desperately trying not to be a terrible person, and it typically works. But no, I do have my moments where I'm like, I'm going to upload a video and I'm just going to say something so bad and everyone's going to unsubscribe. But then it dawns on me and I'm like, I've done that in the past, actually. I literally have bad videos on my channel and I didn't die. I just was like, well, why was this wrong? What do I need to say? How am I going to make sure that people know I'm not going to do this again? So honestly, when I remember that, like, you know, doing the wrong thing is not necessarily the end of the world. It just needs to not be a pattern. I don't feel too bad, because I feel like, you know what? I will mess up in front of an audience of 1 million people. It's inevitable. I'm going to make a mistake. But can I be the type of person to see people bring this to my attention and then fix it? And I feel like as long as I know I can do that in the back of my mind, I'm not too worried about it. You know what I mean?
It's tricky because you want to feel free to like express yourself, but you also want to put enough polish and editing in place to be mindful of like the risks of, you know, doing bad stuff, right? Like, it's like, it sucks to feel trapped because you don't know how to say the thing you want to say without like without ruffling any feathers. And so sometimes you have to take the risks, but as long as you're asking the questions and thinking about how things can be interpreted on the other end, I think it's fine. Also, like you said, having you're not one video, you are a library of content. You have a track record, you have a body of work. And that's something that, like, when Logan Paul does the bad stuff that he does,
sick and ethical content.
It's just there's not a foundation of goodwill there. You know what I mean? Like, nor is the degree of like D'Angelo, you're not at risk of accidentally going to a forest in Japan or whatever and being really disrespectful. And so like there's levels to it, you know.
I'm not going to influencer parties 24/7. I'm not interacting with a bunch of problematic people. Well, except for right now in this podcast.
Yeah.
So
also, this is kind of an influencer party. So we've really just like fucked you up. We've set you on a
and I'm not wearing a mask.
A bad path.
We don't care.
No big deal. I kind of bang in the D&D podcast community. No flex. I'm pretty big on Venmo.
Okay, so we have a few questions from. I asked on Instagram at Jarvis, always be plugging, if anyone had questions for D'Angelo.
Oh no!
And there's a few good.
I didn't do it.
There's a few good ones.
Questions. Apologize.
So this one's like, I honestly, not to put you in the hot seat, but Shane does.
What's your favorite race?
Yeah. Well, don't get ahead of me. This one, this might be a little bit. This might be a little bit worse. Shoddy, what that thing do? So, okay, that's all I got. Shoddy, what that thing do? That's one question. Someone asks, "Why are you sad?" Which is a question we get a lot because the podcast is called Sad Boys, and the answer is like we're all. It's like, do we not have a range of emotions? I think the point is that,
right.
Especially guys are not as comfortable being emotionally vulnerable. So,
right.
We're sensitive and we are like to talk about our feelings every now and then. And I think that's healthy.
Well, what people don't know is the full name of the podcast is Allowed to be Sad Boys Podcast. Yeah. But we just truncated it.
We are sad. How are you doing today? What's your approx?
Originally, we were going to title it Boys Don't Cry by Frank Ocean, and then that was taken by Frank Ocean, and then we were going to call it Blonde by Frank Ocean, and then that was also taken by Frank Ocean.
That got stolen by that fucking hack.
Yeah,
Frank Ocean guy can't come up with original.
There was a point in time we did, some people already know this, but we genuinely, like the first little test episode we did call the show Talking White. That was like initially going to be the
so
very interesting.
The original premise of the show was like, when I was growing up, I always sounded like this. And people would tell me that I talked white. And I'm like, I don't know any white people. I don't know what you're talking about.
It's like, how is that?
Yeah, I don't know.
I assume they're great. I just don't know any.
And it's like, I guess I talk like the television. And that's really all I have to go on, because I was kind of raised by TV in one way or another. But did you ever have that experience at all? Like, did anyone ever criticize your speech or on the phone? Like, I remember my brother was like talking to some girl and then she was like, "Who's that?" And he was like, "Oh, it's my brother." And she was like, "He sounds white." Like that happened.
To me, honestly, it's just the most mind-blowing concept in the entire world, because it's like, what does that mean? Like, legitimately, what does it mean? I certainly hope it doesn't mean like speaking articulate.
I think that might be what people mean. I got a comment. Wait,
right.
Hang on. I gotta. This is another thing, and I know we are getting back to the questions for D'Angelo, but this is an interesting thing. I got a comment that said, it was weird and it was bad. Okay.
Wait, is this for our new section? Why is everybody being so mean to me?
Oh yeah, this is a section we like to call, "Why is everybody being so mean to me?"
Mood.
Someone said, this is on I think the video I did about Shane. "You're damn near white in every aspect and hollering black this and that." And I'm like, what does white in every aspect even mean to this person?
Well, apparently it means that you can't be upset about somebody doing blackface.
Yeah.
Right.
It's like, you don't look like Shane when he does blackface, so you're not allowed to be.
You don't get it. It's funny.
I know what a real black person looks like. I watch blackface.
Look, I am deep in the minstrel circuit. I
have connections that you could only dream of.
Oh my god, me and my boys all look like Mr. Popo from Dragon Ball Z.
As we should.
It's a compliment. He's powerful, okay?
You should be happy.
So, on to actual questions for D'Angelo. Are you planning on doing more collabs with other people?
Well, that's a good question. Yes, probably in the future. I currently hate this one that they're doing right now.
Cool. No, but it's like
another window
it's important to get used to it.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah, this is the other collab.
But
is this with that notorious piece of shit Cody Co?
God, I don't know why Jordan brings up Cody Co so much. We like Cody Co. He's a nice boy.
I know.
Cody Co probably just wants the clout.
Yeah, Cody Co wants the clout.
What does he have, like 4 million?
He just hit 5 million. Congrats to D'Angelo for 1 million subscribers. Congrats to Cody Co for hitting 5. We should hit him up for the clout for sure. Come on, Cody Co.
Hey man, 5 million, but you could be at Cody. 6. You tempted?
Right? Imagine not having 6 million
I
subscribers. I don't have 6 million subscribers, but imagine.
But I can't imagine it, yeah.
No, actually, that's a good example of somebody I wouldn't mind collaborating with. Cody Ko, Danny Gonzalez, Drew Gooden, Curtis Connor. Well, I just listed the same person like But yeah, I would definitely collab with all of them. Also, have you guys ever watched Scott Kramer?
Yeah.
Yes.
His videos are excellent.
Scott Kramer
I would love to do a
rules.
video
Shout
with
out
him.
to Shot Kramer. Shot Kramer?
Yeah, that's when you watch one of his videos.
Let's give a Scott out to Shout Kramer.
Jarvis's nose is bleeding.
Hey, strugglers. No, yeah, Scott's pretty great.
Where's he at right now, size-wise? Has he gotten the blow-up that he deserves?
He's at like 420-something K.
Oh, dude, stay there. Stay exactly there.
Oh, yeah.
Wait, am I right? Because that would be really disturbing. Because I don't have it in front of me.
Let's find out.
So, shout out to Tiffany Ferg as well, who makes really great videos.
Yes. I don't want to do a collab with her because I couldn't keep up. Like, I legitimately would be left in the dust.
It was great. I like where commentary is going because I love all of the white boys in commentary to death, but it's cool to see like more like women in the space. Like,
yeah.
Have you ever watched Amanda Beebe?
I haven't.
Oh my gosh. She is legitimately the funniest person on YouTube, as well as the funniest person on Twitter.
Oh, I gotta follow.
I can't explain what it's like to watch her. She doesn't she just delivers her videos flatly. I don't know how she does it. Like, there's not even that much editing. She's just effortless. It's just, it's an
I just want to give a
experiment.
shout out to literally my favorite channel on YouTube, which is, and I know like maybe the upload frequency doesn't quite put her in the same camp, but Jenny Nicholson. When a new Jenny Nicholson video comes out, I cancel all my appointments. I turn off all the lights in my room. I take off my glasses so I can experience it only in sound.
Also, Sarah Z, I like.
Yes. She was actually.
I've seen her comments.
It was a segue
I thought
from
she said it's Sarah Zed or something.
Yeah, Sarah Zed. Is it Zed? Because she's.
I can't deal with people who say Zed.
Yeah.
Because she's a traitor.
Period.
Cool. This is a fun little plug other creators moment.
Oh, also,
like.
if people
we don't hate,
if people are like just
that's a common assumption I get, is that I hate like literally everyone on YouTube because I only ever criticize them.
Yeah, no, same. I mean, I have a bunch of comments on my Dan Bilzerian video that are telling me I'm just jealous of his riches and all the women he has.
That's true, man.
Like,
I mean, you don't even play poker.
It blows my. Oh, also shout out to Lindsay Ellis.
Yeah,
Lindsay Ellis is the homie.
Her videos are masterful.
We should probably get Lindsay Ellis on the show.
Oh yeah,
she would come on. She would come on. Yeah,
our text thread is exactly one text long, and it's her sending me a B emoji.
Lindsay Ellis is like we run into each other at events and like are like, okay, I know someone here, and then we like chat with each other.
Pre-creator Jordan, where our dynamic changed because I was not the suit anymore. Whichever Patreon it was, I think the Patreon right before we left, it was because of Lindsay Ellis, obviously. We bumped into each other and we had that chat. I was like, oh, I love the B emoji. But I don't know how the fuck that happened. We were both very drunk. And then the previous time I'd met her was at LAX after maybe a headgum party or something like that. Mm-hmm. And I was behind her at LAX. I'd been watching a ton of her videos. I'd found out about her a month before. And I was just like, hey, you wouldn't have to be Lindsay Ellis, would you? I mean, I'm like a and she just said no. Straight up said
That's
no.
really funny.
And then she turned around 5 minutes later because it was a long ass line. She went like, "Why? What's your relationship with her?" I was like, "Oh, we've done a little work together Patreon wise." And then she just stopped being locked up. And she was like, "Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, do you know Dave?"
That's great.
I'm gonna have to remember that one.
If I was on I think she was getting back maybe from that New Zealand set that she did. Dude, I get it. Don't right? I don't like talking to people in general. Wait, have you been recognized much, D? I mean, you're not going out.
Oh yeah,
I would imagine.
No, it's because I'm in Texas. I think if I was somewhere more like LA, I'm sure I'd be bound to run into one of my 1 million subscribers. Yeah. But nobody lives in Texas besides me, literally.
I got recognized a lot in San Francisco because I had the tech thing, and so in tech circles they were very connected. The last time I was in San Francisco, somebody recognized me when I was wearing a mask, and I was like, Jesus.
This is why I wear the mask.
But in LA, I haven't been recognized except, well, no, because I never leave my apartment now because it's COVID. But I was recognized 2 times of note like in LA since moving here and like leaving my house. One was a cashier at a grocery store near my place who was just like casually bagging the stuff and was like, "Hey, you look like that guy who like talks about like trim and stuff." And I was like, "Yeah, that's me." And she was like so cute about it, and that was great. And then a slightly creeper one, but it's okay because it was like a child. I got into my.
You recognize them?
No,
Interesting.
No, I like got home from something, and I saw this like family there, and this like little girl like glanced at me, and then they were like the family was loitering around, and then I looked at my DMs like after I got home, and this girl was like, "Did I just see you walk into your house?" But she was like cute. She was like 14 or something, and so it was like a child that I didn't reply because I didn't want to dox myself or tell her where I like lived or whatever. Right. But now I'm letting her know, if you're right on the money, you found me.
Feel free to share that information.
As you should.
But yeah, I was gonna say that of all the YouTubers everyone's mentioned, like everyone who I've met has been great. Like Danny, Drew, Curtis, all those guys are super rad. And I mean, I'm sure we'll get them on the show. Eddie and Gus as well.
Oh my god!
We'll definitely
literally,
like,
I'm like overwhelmed by how nice that.
I also, you know, I don't know. We haven't discussed my Shane video, but I want to get Katie Morton on Sad Boys. She would be really good.
Yeah,
no, that would be
interesting. She'd be really good. So that would be. I like. She's really amazing. She's a great person, Katie, and I just would love her to have her on the show. Noel Miller also.
Yeah, yes. That's obviously I don't know Cortrizzi.
I don't either.
I've watched one of Cortrizzi's videos. She's hilarious. She's up and coming. Her channel's actually blowing up right now. That's so creepy. I keep exposing myself as somebody who knows the subscriber count of like everybody.
Oh, I've been there.
Kramer-wise, dude, you fucking nailed it. You were like 6,000 off. It was 120, 426.
The reason that I even thought that I could have a viral like growth moment on YouTube was because I saw it happen with Drew Gooden, and I watched every creator when I was like trying to blow up and was trying to reverse engineer like how to make it happen for myself. Eventually worked. Yes. Who knew? This is a point from earlier. I tried to pivot. Like I made a video called the worst software engineering advice I've ever seen, which was like a commentary tech video. And then at the end of that, I like teased 5-minute crafts, and then I made a 5-minute crafts video after that, and nobody watched it. It was everyone was like not a fan of the video. They were like, "What are you doing? These life hacks, where's the tech or whatever?" And I was like, "Okay, great. I'm never gonna make a commentary video again." And then I like would do this thing where I would like make a tech video so that like people would get, you know, they would get the views and my channel would continue growing, but then I would keep trying to do the commentary thing. And then out of nowhere, I think it's because Cody Co released a video called 5-Minute Crafts. It was just called 5-Minute Crafts. And I was like, oh, he used the name of the channel. And I made a video about 5-Minute Crafts that was called The Worst Life Hacks I've Ever Seen or something like that. And I just changed it to 5-Minute Crafts is the worst channel on YouTube. And then like 48 hours later, it got 2 million views in like a weekend. And I got like,
that's incredible.
I like went from like 50 to like 300K subscribers like over that weekend. It was crazy.
I got you I was really frustrated because I got you a congrats on 100,000. I got you like a happy birthday uncle or something card, and then just wrote like congrats on 100,000, and then I had to cross it out and put 200,000, and you ruined my surprise.
Jordan got me a card that was for like someone's 100th birthday.
Yeah, that was it. To your grandpa.
And he put like 100K congrats or whatever.
Which, by the way, they can't be shifting a lot of units of that card, right? Like,
definitely not.
There's no way.
How many 100-year-old grandpas?
They put it directly next to like...
Maybe people are giving it to their grandpas to be rude.
Consolations and then like funeral expenses. Wait, D'Angelo, do you get trickle down to your older videos much? Or is it just new videos onwards that got like the...
Yeah, actually all of my videos have over 100,000 views, but it's slow, of course, the older ones.
Well, that's the thing. You're doing it right because you like, it's like if you build it, they will come, right? Like you have like the library of content, and then like you have your one big thing that hits, and that's probably similar to a bunch of the other content because you can never control these things, and then it just like a wave just like flows over everything. So it's fun to see. Yeah. It's fun to see what gets like a rising tide lifts all boats or whatever. It's funny to see what videos get lifted, because now I have tech videos that are over 1 million views, which is very weird, because it's like and it's like I don't know who those people are, but we want to be bingeable. That's the rule. You got to be a bingeable channel.
Yes.
Okay, more questions for D'Angelo. What made you want to start YouTube?
Well, interestingly enough, my degree is actually in mass communication with a concentration in digital film and television production. So I was already
it's a pretty far reach for you. Pretty out of your wheelhouse.
Right?
Yeah.
I had to learn so much.
I saw that your first video was you like holding the camera in front of your face, like, what is this? What is this strange phone?
Amazing you were able to get that on YouTube.
Yeah. No, I accidentally uploaded my first video. It's a little bit of canon. No, I'm just kidding. I had the channel before this, like before my first channel actually, where I would just upload speed paints because I really wanted to do the art thing.
Yeah.
But these speed paints had no commentary. And I was just every day like, why isn't anybody watching my commentary-less videos of a screen recording that have no value whatsoever?
You were ahead of your time. If you had put that in like a square and on Facebook and sped it up and put like a little music behind it, you could have been
20 million views.
a viral video.
So when I started realizing, oh, okay, other people get views because they talk in their videos, and that's when I started talking in my art videos. And then from there, it just kind of spiraled into what it is today. But yeah, no, it's not even necessarily that I wanted to be a YouTuber. I wanted to make videos. I've always wanted to like make videos. Even before I was on YouTube, I was doing it for school. Before I kind of knew what YouTube was, I would make like little videos on Movie Maker.
Yeah.
And so, yeah. So even if YouTube went away tomorrow, I would be okay.
Yeah.
I wouldn't, but I would still know how to make videos,
right.
And I would still just continue doing that wherever I had to.
Great answer. I think I have a much deeper and important question now, because this ought to be interesting. How tall are you?
Oh gosh. Why do I even answer when people ask me how tall I am? Because they never believe me. I am 6'1".
So
my driver's license says 6'2" because I lied.
Squad.
But I am literally 6'1". I don't know what to tell you.
Were you embarrassed at the DMV? You have a very strange relationship with your car.
Right. Oh, we're not going to talk about the license. Actually, should I stand up? Well, then again, I'm going to have to redo focus.
I believe you. No one will believe you. I know, because I'm also 6'1", and Jordan is 6'3". And one time we stood up next to each other in a video, and people still don't believe. Like, people tell me I have small king energy or something. People are quote unquote fucking choking based on your height. So I hope you have a good legal.
Should I do all my
this
videos
is the
like
best
this?
of both worlds.
I should be doing my videos like this.
We get short king.
I'm 6'1".
Short king energy while not being short. You can reach high shelves while still being an absolute unit.
Nah, miss me with that short king. We don't do that on my channel.
Right.
I don't know what the hell that's like.
Every short king is bad, I think is what you're saying.
Yeah, we don't mess with that short king stuff on my channel.
You hear that, Cody Co? Fucking get at this shit.
We got you.
We're
and then
so
like hard
tall.
cut to him being on the show, and us just being like, bye, Cody.
Someone said I became 10 times hotter by doing the voice. I don't know how to feel about that.
You know who's also really tall? Drew and Danny are both really tall.
Yeah.
I think Drew and I are the same height. Yeah. There's a photo of me next to Drew. I can't pull it up here, but like we're standing next to each other, and I think we're the same height.
No way.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Now I know how it feels, because I legitimately would not picture them as
Danny's
being
tall.
Jakey's tall too.
Yeah.
Oh, also shout out to great commentary channels. I guess it's more like an essay channel, but he does it in commentary style.
Someone said maybe it's because my camera's pointed downward at me. Did they just solve my entire
I don't know. So it's...
Do I need to read?
I don't know.
Maybe it's because they're watching it on a small screen. I want it to be like proportional.
Right? Watch it on your TV, and then I'll be 7 feet tall.
There's a lot of people asking you why you're so beautiful, which is like a brand I wish I built for myself.
What's the answer?
Okay, well, the short answer to why I'm so beautiful is because I just legitimately am aware of it. I feel like I think everyone looks really good, but not everyone is aware of it. So people kind of carry themselves weirdly. Once I started looking at myself on camera, and I was like, wow, this is my angle. And this is my angle. Yeah. They're all my angles. Holy crap. Yeah. I am like literally the definition of attractive. People just started saying it. I started saying it, and then other people started saying it. I'm just like,
I think it's
manifest.
People who can bring the drip and then don't acknowledge it. I find that shit so fucking disingenuous, because It's like being like, you know how like people with like rich parents and stuff will talk about being broke, and it's because like you don't get to have money and complain about being broke. Like not getting to complain is the tax on having cash, and like not getting to complain or like be faux disingenuous about the way that you look is the tax on being sexy. Like you're not allowed to do both. That's indulgent. That's bullshit.
Like imagine if I'm trying to think of somebody. I'm trying to think of an example. Who's universally accepted to be pretty?
Shane.
Besides Shane.
It's hard for me to think of.
Angelina Jolie. I think. Yeah, imagine if Angelina Jolie was walking around like the typical relatable YouTuber thing, and she's like, "Oh my gosh, I look like an egg. Oh my gosh, I look like an egg, guys." This is so bad. This lighting is so bad. That would be so difficult to watch. And actually, I feel that way about certain YouTubers because it's just like, stop.
Like, how dare
I can see the studio lights in your eyes. I can see everything you're doing to achieve this effort.
You also,
and then you're going to go around and call yourself a potato.
You have like a responsibility as an influencer that looks great. You have an obligation to not make your younger audience feel like complete shit. Like if you describe yourself as, I'm so ugly, then they're looking at themselves in their phone reflection. They're like, I don't even know how to dress. You're making me feel terrible.
That's actually something I wanted to talk about, but I haven't because I don't necessarily know how to talk about it. But I noticed some YouTubers who rely super heavy on the self-deprecation. And I'm not talking about just like, oh, wow, I don't look good in this outfit. Because we all have moments like that. Yeah. Even I have moments where I'm like, maybe I should pair this with something else. But the YouTubers you just watch and it's just like a constant outpouring of I look ugly, gosh, I wish I looked different. And then I look at their comment section and they're all like, well, if you look ugly, what do I look like? I just feel like that is so unaddressed. Yeah. There's no way that's healthy. Yeah, I feel like some people are like unintentionally consuming a stream of content that is actively making them feel worse about themselves.
That like faux, but if I say I look sexy then people are going to be mad at me and I'm going to be embarrassed. That doesn't actually happen. Like it can sometimes for a beat, but get over yourself for a second. If you start saying it, 2% of people are going to say that you're flexing, whatever, but that's the tax.
Yeah.
you get the drip and you don't get to moan. That's the trade-off. D'Angelo.
What?
One final question, and this is going to be a good sad boys note that we can end things on. Advice about the real world. Do you have any advice about the real world?
Is that like a shoe brand?
Or? It's actually a reality show started by MTV in the late 90s.
Okay. It's the second season of Tana Turns 21. Right. Oh wait. My advice for the real world.
Did she turn 21 again in the second season? Sorry.
Yeah, she forgot.
Tana turns 21 too.
Yeah.
She turns 121 years old.
Oh my god.
No, my advice for the real world is file your taxes.
True.
But don't be surprised at how high your taxes are. Like the funny thing is like everything happens, right? Relationships fall apart. You lose some of your friends. None of that has been surprising to me because even as a child, I went through these things. The only thing that consistently kicks me in the butt about being an adult is taxes. Yeah. And I'm just like, how did I make this money and it doesn't belong to me? Like as a child, your parents give you your allowance and they're like, oh, here's $20. Don't spend it all. And you're just like, oh, cool. I got this $20 and it belongs to me. But then as an adult, you make $2,000 and you're like, this literally isn't my money.
Yeah.
And I worked harder for this than I did for the money my mom gave me. So it's like, that's the only thing. My advice on the real world is pay your taxes, but don't cry too hard because they don't go away.
I was salaried for 5 years of my career, the first like major 5 years of my career. And then I had to move back here because deported. And then now I get paid freelance, and any money I make through Twitch or something or podcasts or arts, they just give you all of it, and they're like, "Hey, best of luck." I guess like they don't withdraw anything. They're just like, I don't know. Do you want stuff that's expensive? Maybe you can afford it. You be the judge. Best of luck.
Basically, what Jordan said. I'm supposed to pay my taxes every quarter now because it's like freelancer shit or whatever. But I didn't do that last year. And so I paid a fine and then paid all my taxes like at once, like normal. But the next year is...
I mean, that sounds like what I'm going to do.
Yeah, the next year was quarterly. And then COVID happened and it moved one of the tax deadlines for quarterly. So I had 1.5 years worth of taxes due on July 15th. And it was such a comically like large amount of money that I was like of my income, of like my, you know, money that I thought it was mine.
That's terrifying.
That I was just like, no. And it's like, obviously I paid it and talked to tax professionals and stuff, and it was terrifying. Yeah.
That's awful. Yeah. I need somebody to help me with my taxes. I need to like get a
we'll talk after. So, like, we'll talk after.
Weirdly easy to do. It just feels like something that should be super, super cumbersome.
No one gives you the like, why is this stuff not taught in like high school, right?
I know.
I literally found out about quarterly taxes from a Tiffany Ferg video. She was like, oh yeah, I'm self-employed, so I pay my taxes 4 times a year. And I was like,
are you sure?
What?
Yeah.
Because you're what?
Yeah. If I recall, the tax wasn't like a crazy amount of money for not doing it. So it wasn't like the end of the world, but it is a thing that's like annoying. But we'll talk more about taxes when we go jump
when we get
chat.
Audited.
Tax stream.
Tax boys.
Oh my gosh.
Thanks so much, D'Angelo, for joining us on Sad Boys.
No problem.
You are a fantastic guest, and we would love to have you back.
There will be consequences if you don't. We'll just put it that way.
Oh yeah.
Is there anything that you want to tell your audience or anybody who's a fan of yours for a long time, or just learning about you for the very first time?
Basically, you look fantastic today. Everybody who said otherwise lied. I would know because obviously I'm the expert on these kinds of things. Yeah. Honestly, just keep killing it. I know that your life is falling apart because of COVID. That's fine. You deserve better than what's going on right now. So just hold out and it's going to come. I promise.
I love that. We end every episode of Sad Boys with a particular phrase.
We love you.
And we're sorry.
Boom.
Gucci girl, how you doing? How you moving, girl? Moving, girl. How's your day looking? That future girl, yeah, we on now. Take my money, go away, all you want it.
Girl, too rich for me.